Well, attorneys are preparing to file a federal lawsuit in an officer-involved shooting that killed a man in Roy back in February. Family members in California believe the shooting was unjustified. And as Northern Utah specialist Mike Anderson explains, there are those right here in Utah who feel the exact same way.
Yeah, Ashley, 38-year-old Nicholas Sanchez lived with a family in Layton. They treated him like a son. And even though they're not a part of this lawsuit, they believe police made a mistake.
What are you doing?
A confrontation with two police officers erupted into gunfire.
They say that, he pulled the gun on him. That's what they say, but he never would have pulled that gun on him.
Annette Olson says Nicholas Sanchez would have never wanted to hurt the officers. She believes he was confused about why they were there, called to this Texaco station to talk with him that night.
Didn't have to escalate like that.
Olson met Sanchez 8 years ago and took him in, giving him a place to stay with her family and a part-time job.
He also was interested in living a type of life that I had and that my kids had growing up.
Olson says growing up in California, not knowing his father, Sanchez became involved in gangs, but that he had left that life behind and was making progress.
His stories would hit my heart, and I just felt really connected to him. And I just felt like he deserved something better.
Now attorneys are preparing to file a lawsuit in federal court on behalf of Sanchez's family in California.
And it would be our contention in this case that the amount of deadly force used, which was taking the gun away from this man and shooting him with his own gun, was an extreme amount of excessive deadly force.
And while Olson says she won't benefit from that, she supports it.
You can tell they completely panicked. I mean, who else unloads their weapon on somebody laying there?
And attorneys plan to file that suit within the next 60 days. Sanchez has a couple of daughters in California that would benefit from that. And an attorney hired by Roy City previously stated that that first officer fired as Sanchez was reaching for a gun. Back to you.
Mike Anderson live for us in Roy tonight. Thank you. Dave?